Hello! I am so excited for today's video because today I am collaborating with Cricut to show you how to create your own waterproof stickers using a Cricut. So thank you so much, Cricut, for sponsoring this video. If you've been following over on Instagram, you know how much my students and I love waterproof stickers. I have them all over my water bottle. They have them on their water bottles and notebooks and folders. And I just always thought it would be super cool to be able to create my own stickers. Also, on Instagram, you might have seen our positive affirmation classroom door banner. So we have a banner on our classroom door with lots of different affirmations that we say every morning as a class after our morning meeting. And I thought it would be really cool to turn those affirmations into stickers to give my students. So today I'm going to be walking you through step by step on how I do that with my Cricut Maker 3. I absolutely love it. I had an Explorer Air 2 before, which was great, but the Cricut Maker 3 is even faster. So let's get started. The Cricut Design Space, I'm going to go to New Project to open up my blank canvas. Now, when you are making stickers or anything that's print then cut, you have a designated space that you have to work within. And so I'm going to go ahead and insert a shape, and then I'm going to click on square, and then I'm going to set this shape to those dimensions, which are 6 75/100 by, I'm going to click on the unlock, by 9 25/100 inches. And so this is the space that I am working within. I'm going to change this to black. And that just allows me to, as I'm creating the stickers, play around with sizing and figure out where they can be without being cut off. And if I come over here on the side, you can see the eye icon allows me to turn on that background space or turn it off depending on if I want to see that area that I'm working with, or turn it off while I'm like playing around with the designs. So I'm going to start by going to upload and then upload image. And for this, I'm doing SVG files. I'll show you why in just a second, but you can also know that you can also do PNG images. There's just a specific reason I use SVG files for this, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So if you are doing an SVG file, you're gonna get this one option that you will be able to select. If you are doing a PNG, you'll get the cut option or print then cut. So you'll click on the print then cut one. But for this one, I just have that one option. So I'm going to click on upload, and then I'm going to click on that image and add to canvas. And so you can see it added the sticker there. So what I'm going to do next is open up my sticker. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I want to add a white border behind it. So I'm going to click up here on offset. I'm going to change it to 1/1500 of an inch. And then click on apply. So you can see here's my background border. I'm going to change that to white because I want it to print off white. And then I'm going to turn on this background basic cut to show you. So you can see here's what the outline of my sticker will look like, but you can see here there's a lot of these areas. Any area here that's black in between the white space is where the Cricut is going to cut out, which I do not want that. I want it to be like a solid sticker. And so what I'm going to do is select that basic cut area, and then come down here in the bottom right-hand corner and click on contour. So this is the reason why I do SVG files, because if you do PNG, you are not able to contour. So up here, if I click on, so here's all the different little cuts that it will make. And so I'm gonna click on hide all contours. And then if I get out of it, now you can see over here, it got rid of all those little spaces in between the sticker. So this is the outline of my sticker. The next thing that I'm going to do, since I did an SVG file with the font, it made the font all black. So I want the unique color to be a specific color. So if I come over here to all the letters, and I'm just going to press Shift and select all of them. And then I'm going to come up here to colors, advanced, and then I am going to just copy and paste my color code in. And there you go. So I have the sticker. The last step I'm going to do for the sticker is I need to select it all. So I'm going to turn that background off, select all my sticker, and then I'm going to flatten this. And so it will make it so I can move it all around together at once. If I turn on my background, I can kind of figure out where within this space I want it to go. And that's pretty much it. To show you one more time, upload image, drag the file you want to upload and click on upload. Then I'm going to select it and click on add to canvas. I can turn this background off so I can see it. Oops, I added it twice. I'm going to click on it, make it a little bit bigger, click on offset, change it to 1/1500 of an inch, and then you can kind of see too, like where this blue outline is where that will be. So if you want to change or make your sticker bigger or smaller, change the offset, you can. So offset, and you can see here, you can also drag it here. If you see the blue line behind it, it's getting bigger or smaller. So I'm going to change it again to 1/1500. Click on apply, change that to white. This time I don't have any of those like random cuts in between it, so I'm good on that. I'm gonna select the strong letters because I want to change the color on those. And then I'm gonna come up here to where it's black, advanced, type in my color code, there we go, and then highlight that whole thing and click on flatten. You can see over on the side, here's my two flattened stickers now. I can turn that on to the background to kind of move it over, play around with the size. And then there we go. So I have my two stickers left. I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit as I add the rest of my stickers, just going through the same process each time. Another thing that you can do, so if you see when it's this shape or when it's this size, if I go to offset and then I apply it, you can see how there's all these like spaces in between it that I don't want. So I can contour it to get rid of those little holes, but here you can see it's just kind of big cutouts. So if I click on undo, I can actually make this image, if I just drag it, make it a little bit smaller, and then I go to offset again, you can see that it's getting rid of those areas. So there's still a little area here, which I could keep it as it is and do the contour to get rid of it, or I could just drag the shape a little smaller, try the offset again, and I'm liking this better already. So I'm just going to do it a little bit smaller, offset, and then apply. And so I just have one little thing there. So I'm going to change it to white. If I turn on the black background, you can see that tiny little dot there. So I'm going to go ahead when it's selected, click on contour. There's just that one tiny little cut right there. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to hide the contour. And then there we go. So that's the reason that I use SVG files, is just so that I'm able to make those little adjustments. And a minute really quickly to show you a couple of other options if you do not have SVG files of your own to use. So you can still use PNG images. The only difference is you won't have access to that contour feature, but I'm going to show you what that looks like because there's a couple more steps. So you would still go to upload image, drag your PNG. So this is a transparent one. I created this in Canva as well. Select the image type. I'm going to do complex just because it shows all the details, apply and continue. And so here you'll see the two different options. So I'm going to do print then cut image. And the cool part about this is it's going to keep its color. So I'm going to select it and then add to canvas. And so you'll see the color is there. So I don't have to go in and change each of the letters. The color is already there. So that's really nice. The one difference for this is, so if you go to offset and you're doing a PNG, you'll just want to play around maybe with dragging it, because like if I have it set here, you can see there's that little tiny hole. And remember, I don't have access to the contour feature for PNGs, so I wouldn't be able to fill that in. So if you are doing PNGs, I recommend just kind of coming up here and you can just drag it till you see that all those little holes and spaces are filled in. And then you would just go through the same steps, apply, and then change it to white, and then flatten the image. So, and you can always click over on the right hand side with the shift and then flatten, and then that ties those together. One other option is you can also use images. If you click on the left hand side in the Cricut design space, they already have tons of SVG files and images that you can use. So I searched up reading. There's this really cool Reader's Gonna Read one. I'm gonna click on Add to Canvas. So you'll see it's over here. And then same thing, if I click on Offset, and I can kind of drag the sticker where I want it. And this is an SVG file, so I would have the option to contour if I wanted it. I think that looks pretty good though. So apply, and then I'm going to change the background to white, and then I am going to flatten it. So there's another cool option for making stickers if you want to have stickers that are images, different images instead of just text. Okay, back to the rest of the regular tutorial. Okay, so now that all of my stickers are created, I'm just going to play around a little bit with their sizing to make sure that they will all fit. So I'm just going to be dragging and rearranging them. I can resize them and make them smaller too. I also want to make sure I leave a little bit of space in between them. And I want the IMs to all be about the same size. Okay, so I'm happy with this layout. You can see from the black rectangle that they will all fit. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and then I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to click on attach. That way when I go to make it, everything will show up together in the exact places that I laid them out. Okay, next I'm going to come up here and click on make it. May take a little bit of time depending on how big your project is. You are all set at this part. You're going to click on continue. It's going to connect to your machine, and then you're going to click to send to printer. This will pop up for the print setup. I like to turn off the add bleed. If you want to print it using your printer's dialog, you can click on that to use your system dialog. I'm just going to print it straight from here. So I'm going to go ahead and press print. This is the sticker paper I use. It's the printable sticker paper from Cricut. I'll link it below. It's like really good heavy duty sticker paper. And so this is what it looked like when it printed off. I just stuck it to my mat. And then I'm going to cover this. I want the stickers to be waterproof, so my students can put them like on their water bottles or wherever else, and they won't get ruined. And so I'm using these Avery self-adhesive laminating sheets, and you do not need a laminator for this or anything. You just peel it off and put it right on top. So this is what the sheet looks like. And I'm going to put it on top of here. Before I do that though, this black line around the outside, this is what the Cricut machine will scan. So that way it knows exactly where to cut the stickers. And if that black line is covered with the laminating sheet, the Cricut will have a hard time scanning it. So I'm actually going to measure out and cut my laminating sheet so that it goes inside of the lines and it doesn't cover them up. Okay, so now I'm ready to cover it up. So the lamination sheet has this spot at the top that you can peel to get it started. And then I'm going to fold it under and just slowly add it to my paper. I want to make sure that it does not cover the black line and that it's lined up pretty well. And so I just kind of pull the paper, pull this backside as I smooth down the front lamination side. And I want it to be as smooth as possible as I'm going. And then I also, after I finish this, or as I'm going, I can use this to just smooth it down and make sure that there are not any bubbles in the lamination. Okay, so here's what it looks like with the lamination on, and it is all ready to cut. So now I'm going to go back to my computer and set the cut settings. Material, I have it set on heavy cardstock because I want it to cut all the way through the sticker paper, and I mentioned earlier the sticker paper is pretty thick. You can even change pressure to more if you want to make sure it cuts all the way through. And then I'm going to go ahead and load it in my machine. And then once it scans it, it's ready to press the cut button. Here's what it looks like when it's done. You can see it cut all the way through the sticker paper, which is exactly what we wanted. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and carefully peel the sticker paper off, and it leaves the stickers there. And then as far as getting the stickers off, I don't want to bend the stickers. And so I'm going to kind of pop it off by bending the mat. You'll see the sticker will come off. And it's nice and flat. And there you go. I hope today's video was helpful. If you use it to create your own stickers, let me know down below, or you can also tag me over on Instagram at Lessons with Laughter. Bye-bye.